In terms of pure not done it, it would be you.
Okay.
Because it would have been you last week, but I did it. So in terms of pure not done it, it'd be you, but only if you're like ready.
I mean, I can just bullshit.
As we all do.
I hate when I go live and I completely like disconnect and forget that I'm going live, and so I get a notification on Discord and I'm like, ooh, who's on it? Oh, it's me. Looking at your Otaku Oasis thing and seeing a certain granny in the bottom left corner makes me wish for them to hurry up with the new season.
Oh, of what? Dandadan?
Yeah. A little too much of a cliffhanger there.
Yeah. I don't watch it anymore.
Well, I mean, it's not on, so...
No, I mean, like... No, if it comes out, I'm not going to watch it.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Like personal reasons? Something you heard?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, 110% personal reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a problematic show, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't watch this.
Well, the first episode and the last episode.
Yeah, fair. It's definitely Japanning.
Yeah, and I have a big thing against it.
I do.
Okay.
You have a big thing that I'm both happy and sad that the letters didn't line up.
Right.
Although, can I tell you what also is amusing to me? I'm looking at this photo, and the one on the right is like, it's funny. You have two. They both say the same thing more or less with like 18 plus, but one of them is like Blind Fate and Ranchi, and then Just You. Something about like the right, it's like all the women, and then on the left, it's a couple women, and then Bobby and Pingu.
Yeah.
And then the most silliest
of Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which excited after that last announcement.
Yeah. Oh, that was something I need to watch because Minnie sent it to me while I was out of town, and I was like, okay, I got to watch it with you.
It's pretty cool.
So I haven't watched it yet.
It's just an information dump, and the ending,
yeah,
it's kind of neat. But yeah.
I
take it away whenever you're ready. We're live, so just whenever you're ready.
Okay, so just do the opening whenever.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second.
The live is just live now, but we still follow the same. Like that's why I didn't. I have yet to start like specifically calling out people in chat. Like that's why I'm actually glad that one of y'all did a couple weeks ago, because I'm still in a like we're recording mindset. Congratulations, Ron. You're the first chatter. I'll tell you about that system afterwards. That's a new system. I'm helping a friend of mine who created it beta test it.
Nice.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. That's like Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan launching a new wrestling promotion. We are back, just less racist. And I would like to think we are more in the know and more lovable. We are here to talk about wrestling. That's right. We're here for it. Like a goth girl on her first date about to watch Nosferatu. We are here for it. And we are the Quick Pop Podcast.
In the ring, we're talking loud. Ace shake and raunchy proud. Quick Pop Podcast all around. Wrestling fans, we break you down. Hit a slam, hit a roar.
And that sound can only mean one thing. You are tuned into the Quick Pop Podcast. I am one half of your host and very tired Jake. Over there is barely awake sleepy Ron. And to my other right is Ace that is very injured and probably a robot as we speak. Boys, how is it going?
Ask Ace first. Ask Ace first. He's the robot.
Yeah, Ace.
Are you a Kasha robot?
Ace. I have 3 stop signs and a yield sign. Which one is the yield sign?
I don't see any signs.
Okay,
I have 9 pictures. I have 9 pictures of buses. Tell me which one's the motorcycle.
Right, hold on, let me tap it. Why is it not letting me tap it?
ZXY 9% sign H. Can you tell me what that is?
Sleeper agent activated.
Ooh. Someone's been watching Dropout.tv.
Maybe.
and no one has any clue what we are talking about.
If someone's been watching Dropper TV, they do.
But you know what? It makes us happy.
To properly
Alright,
answer you, I'm fine. They are customizing my prosthetic finger, I guess. So this I have to just hold this fleshy one in place until they get the designs wrote up.
Okay.
Do you
Good to know.
fly by any chance?
Do I fly
Yeah.
so high?
Yeah.
Ballin'. Sorry. I got you, Ace. I got you. I thought Ron was going to get it, and he didn't. So I had to pick up the slack.
Well,
For shame,
that's just
Ron.
it. Like Ron served it, but I didn't know like how Ron was serving it. So I just
Dude, I'm tired.
oh, believe me, I'm tired from blood loss.
Oh yeah. How's your how's your thumb?
Oh, I told you, they're fitting the robotic prosthetic as we speak.
No, have you asked your thumb how it's doing? We keep asking you how you're doing.
It's
Yeah, we want to know what Thumb is doing, Ace.
its
Yeah.
audio producing organs are completely wrapped up, so it couldn't say anything if it wanted to.
Oh, you need to make sure you get that enhancement.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the enhanced. Oh, actual stupid dumb thing that I've realized. So they wrapped it up, and I was like, great. And so I went to go unlock my phone.
Oh,
I was like, oh, that's gonna be a problem. Then I have to set up the other thumbprint, but thankfully I've got like the pen and face recognition and stuff. But it was one of those like I was like, oh, that's a problem.
Okay,
Nice.
okay. I want to do something a little different here. Ace, I have a question. So how did you? Because audience, if you don't know, Ace cut his thumb earlier today before the podcast. Ace, how did you cut your thumb?
So I went downstairs to make breakfast, and Evelyn had helped with dinner the night before. And so she was like, I want potatoes. I was like, okay, I can do potatoes. And for some reason, my brain didn't go to just get a knife. My brain went to, you've never used the mandolin attachment on your new little kitchen device. And so I went and found the mandolin attachment. There's supposed to be a piece that you stick on the top, so you're not holding the item. So that way you could bring it all the way down, and there's no fear of you meeting Mr. Blady. Couldn't find that. So I was like, you know what? I got this. I just won't go all the way down. I won't get so low on the potato that there's a risk. I'll just stop before then, and we'll just waste potato. Halfway through, Evelyn's telling me a story. I'm not like paying attention. And so it slips a little, and it just catches right on the like the fingernail edge of my thumb right here. And it didn't slice it. It like chunked it, so they couldn't like stitch it back. They had to put Dermabond on it, and we're like, check it in 3 days.
So, like, when you cut your thumb, like, did it immediately register, or were you just like, oh, I'm going to just do my thing, and it's like, oh, blood everywhere?
No. Like, I mean, I hit it, and I immediately was like, I have done the thing. It hit instantly that I'd cut my thumb, so I just went over and stuck my finger under the faucet to like clean it.
Oh my lord! So just like quick pop slash cut your thumb.
It did not. I think I sat underneath that that water just to be sure, because I remember as a kid they always told me you have to clean the cut first, but they never say like how long or what. So I think I probably held it under like cold water for like a minute.
A minute, so like 60 seconds, and you think you got it cleaned out? Just like a quick 60 seconds.
660.
this is the quick pop quick minute.
It's a quick pop, quick minute.
Welcome, one and all, to the Quick Pop Quick Minute. Obviously, this is a short form wrestling report podcast within a long form wrestling epic. That is the Quick Pop Podcast. I'm your one and only host for the Quick Pop Quick Minute, Raunchy. We'll talk about some of the wrestling news we may or may not cover in this episode, or weird one off tidbits and factoids that you may not know about. Also, great segue, guys. I love you. Anyway, let's ring that bell and take it home. The Cauliflower Alley Club will be honoring Butch Miller and Luke Williams, the legendary tag team, the Bushwhackers, in August of this year for their contributions in tag team wrestling. The Cauliflower Alley Club is an organization that recognizes wrestlers, boxers, and more to promote the future of the craft. WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio had announced that he is in Birmingham, Alabama for his torn adductor from the SmackDown before WrestleMania. They're expecting Mysterio to be out for several months, but there are no further details on how long Mysterio will be out. AEW has sold out their Grand Slam Mexico show in Mexico City. There are other events going on that entire week at the CMLL-owned Arena Mexico, like CMLL versus AEW and Ring of Honor, Friday's CMLL Fantastica Mania, which also includes New Japan Pro Wrestling and Rev Pro Promotions. Former WrestleMania performers and managers have been named to the prestigious Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Cyndi Lauper, as well as Salt and Peppa, will be joining the famed list of performers. Lauper was Wendy Richter's manager, and Salt and Peppa performed for Lawrence Taylor in the main event of WrestleMania 11. Finally, former NXT and WWE standout Indy Hartwell finally has a new home in TNA. TNA has confirmed that they have signed Hartwell and made her formal appearance at TNA's Rebellion pay-per-view last weekend. And that just so happens to be your Quick Pop
I don't have this.
Quick Minute.
Yeah, that. I need that little kapooey on speed dial.
Oh, I'm tired.
Oh, trust me, I feel you. Jake, speaking of tired,
Yeah.
tired of you not being here. What happened last week?
FedEx happened.
FedEx happened.
Oh,
Basically, we put some stuff in, and a FedEx maintenance guy had to come and okay it, and we did it proper. And he was like, "Oh, can you do it this way? Try it this way. Hey, how about we do it this way?" And it's like, bro, none of those ways are how you do it. And so basically I was caught there while they call like an engineer and everybody comes, looks at it just to tell us that we did it right, but they want it done a different way, but you can't do it the way they want to do it. So now we have to not do this, put this project on hold until they figure out how they can do what they want to do.
that sounds like a real bore. So instead of hanging out with us, you decided to hang out with FedEx?
Yes. I picked FedEx over you guys. Yeah. It was overtime. It was overtime. Yeah.
Oh my God. Kill me. Kill me.
Cue the sellout a chance. I picked the money.
Well, speaking of hanging out, killing myself, and money, I know that you have a couple things to say about what we talked about last podcast.
That is true. Before we get into the main thing, I can't let Mania go by and let both of y'all get it oh so wrong. So there was a huge debate last time about one Logan Paul. Whereas the debate, correct me if I'm wrong, I want to make sure I have the rights on the sides. Ace, you were saying he bought his way in?
Yeah, I've never really liked him, and he's talented, but I feel like he got, a golden ticket.
And Ron, you said that you think he has shown that he has put in the work, correct?
Right. I believe that he absolutely has, and you could see it in his performances.
Okay. Now, one, I agree with both of you to a point. Ace, I think, is correct. He did buy his way in. If he wasn't a YouTube sensation, WWE wouldn't even have looked at him. He would have been another athletic guy that they would have put in the Performance Center and threw on NXT, right? But now Ron is also correct that he has put in the work, and that work has shined through, right? However, what neither of y'all mentioned, and the internet seems to just turn a blind eye to, is the fact that Logan Paul practices for one match for 3 months. You know what? Give anybody on this roster 3 months to practice for one match, and I bet it's phenomenal. I bet it's amazing. Because if all you do is say, oh, hey, I'm going to script the hell out of a match 3 months in advance and practice it and do all this other stuff, yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to make you look amazing. You will look better than you would normally. Why? Because he would have no nagging injuries from the 3 months of working week in, week out. You have no exhaustion from traveling everywhere, every week. None of that is on him. So yes, he is good. Yes, he did buy his way in. But let's not forget that this dude only wrestles once every 3, 4, 5 months, whenever they call him. And he is practicing for months in and out for that one match.
I can't argue that.
That was my point. I'm not saying he's untalented. I am not saying I don't like the guy, but on a wrestling level, he is not untalented. But if you give, I don't know, who's somebody at the bottom of the card right now? Tozawa. If you give Tozawa 3 months to practice a match and be like, you have to go out there and steal the show, Tozawa, I guarantee you everyone will be like, holy crap, that's the best Tozawa match I've seen in years. Because when you have that prep time, it's easier to make it a top tier match.
And that's why Hogan sucks and Savage rules.
I think there's more of the reasons why Hogan sucks, but
Vince is the third man.
Who is the third man? Before you go into, God, we can talk about that too. But I have one other thing I need to talk about because I've been playing Mr. Nice Guy on this podcast and been like trying to big up both promotions. I say the things that I don't like or whatever, but like for the most part, I've been trying to be neutral-ish for the last few months. I am going to now scream it from the rooftops. I have enough of a sample size. TKO is going to ruin WWE. TKO will be what makes WWE unwatchable and will make the people like us that have watched it for years not go to live events anymore. Have y'all guys heard about the SummerSlam ticket prices?
No.
It just came out. It just came out today.
When I saw that it was 2 days, I was like, I don't even want to know.
I do not know if this price I'm going to give you is 1 day or for 2, right? So let's just give them, you know what? Let's give them the sake of this argument and say it's for 2 days, right? So they are doing one of those to get front row tickets. You have to like buy this experience where you get like tickets a photo op inside the ring. And like they'll like pick you up at your hotel and drive you to the arena and that type of stuff, right? $40,000. I'm sorry. Let me say that just in case some listeners may have thought they heard me wrong. $40,000.
What would that look like if you were to type it in a calculator?
It probably looked like
but that is for hard cam side, right? That is that row. That is hard cam side. You're going to get seen on TV, right? What if you're not on hard cam side? $32,000.
So that is, okay.
That is
Right
like
off
for
the
a
bat.
lot of people, that's like their yearly
That's
yearly
more
income.
than I make a year. That's more than I make a year, flat out.
What TKO is doing is they are trying to push wrestling to the high rolling gambling, top 5% rich people in America. But here's the thing. So they're trying to make it boxing. They're trying to make it MMA. The average wrestling fan is a blue collar worker. They just aren't. I'm not saying that you have to be that to like this, but the average one is, right? So you're already taking the main fan base and pushing them out from the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, do we actually believe that high-end rich gambling folk are going to sit there and fall in love with gambling on a scripted television show.
Well, I've always thought that the betting stuff was odd, but I mean, I guess some of the stuff that they have you bet on is like very hyper specific, like how many suplexes, or it's not like who wins or loses.
If you're charging $40,000, the only people doing that is hardcore fans that got rich, right? And there are some of them, I guarantee you, right? Or you're trying to get that big time gambling audience that wants to go see, the Mike Tyson, George Foreman, wants to go see Conor McGregor, like stuff like that. Like that's what you're trying to appeal to, because those are the people that spend $40,000, or the people that are going to go bet and try to throw money around and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't sit there and tell me inflation when WrestleMania, when you just doubled your floor seats from WrestleMania 40 to 41, and now you raise them again for SummerSlam.
Well, that's so, like I said, right off the bat, I 100% agree. That's too much, 1,000%. And I've never really thought of it the way you said it, and so like I know, I see what you mean now. Like they're doing the right thing, but not at the same time, kind of thing. By that I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with them having these like ultimate fan package kind of things if it compensated by like some of the more regular seats being not crazy high.
Yes.
Because if you want to have an ultimate fan experience, fine. Like, let the people who can afford that do that. But it should be that if you have that, the stuff that's not the ultimate fan experience isn't as expensive. And so,
no, 100%. Like, here's the thing: if you want to have the 40, like you just said, the $40,000 front row seats, that's ridiculous, right? Well, then, like, since they're in football stadiums, then the off the floor, the first risers, we should take those tickets back to $150 to $200. Like, take those tickets back to there. But the fact that those tickets are going to be like $350, $450 is ridiculous.
yeah.
Wrestling has always been entertainment of the common man. If they want to charge that much, just do something on Broadway. Well, actually, Broadway's a lot cheaper than that too.
Broadway's cheaper than that, yes.
Then, honestly, I have no argument. I have no argument at all. Jake, you're absolutely right.
I mean, because here's the thing: is once you make it to where the common man can't afford it, what happens when you have a down period in wrestling? All those people that are spending this money because it's a cool thing will go away. And then you're going to have to extremely drop ticket sales. And then because you're extremely dropping ticket sales, you're going to have to do extreme cutbacks. To me, this is not good. This is terrible. And next year, WrestleMania is in Louisiana, a drive away from where me and Ace live. And I got to be honest, because of a very bad WrestleMania 41, or I'll say a mediocre WrestleMania 41, and in ticket prices the way they are, dude, I don't even want to think about maybe even going, because it's like you didn't deliver on an expensive show and then you upped your price. What in the world? Like, I have never once seen a horrible movie and then that cost me $10 and they're like, if you pay $20, we'll make a sequel to it. Why? It was horrible. Why am I going to see it again? And why am I paying more? It's just okay. I'll get off my soapbox because I know Ron has something for us tonight.
I think you're in the right. I'm not at your level, but I can see what you're saying.
I would be at your level, but I'm pretty heckin' out of it. Because
You know what?
from an economical standpoint, every price is being raised, but
Mhm.
to raise a price that exponentially for a product that in its most recent like grand finale did not deliver in such a way that people felt that they're just not going to go the next one, that should speak echelons to their marketing and sales departments. However, the common man is not the goal here. As you said, the goal is for the rich one percenters to take those floor seats, and then whoever comes is going to come. Whoever is going to save their money for a mediocre show will save their money for a mediocre show. They're already getting so many product placements. Like we saw the ring at WrestleMania. The thing was a freaking billboard.
Yeah.
It's basically they are trying to get the most that they can quickly, and this is an egregious way for them to try to do that, because it alienates the audience to such a point where it's like, why watch it there when I could watch it easier at home? Like, the entire time you're going to be sitting in those seats, you're going to like, I paid $600 for this when I could have just paid $6 or $9, however you're paying for your Peacock subscription, and sit in the comfort of my own home and pee where I want to pee and poop on whatever doctor's desk I want to poop on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. It's a shame. I hope someone tells them stop, but I don't think they will. I think they'll just run into the money train and take it as far as it'll go, and then whenever it starts to fall apart, they'll make adjustments then.
Yeah.
So sad, but this is where we are, and it's dumb and terrible. What do you got for us, Ron?
Okay, so but before I do this, I need to hype myself up just a little bit.
Okay.
So, Ace, can you tell me one good thing about wrestling right now?
Penta and Rey Fenix are in the WWE. Joe Hendry is getting a glow up from appearing on TNA and at WrestleMania. John Cena has broken Ric Flair's all-time world record. Dominic Mysterio is somehow a face champion while still being a heel champion. Becky is back, and she is back on her heel grind. And Maki Ito is still up there being awesome.
Okay, so since that was 6 things, Jake, you're not going to get that question.
That's
All right. I do need y'all to brace yourselves. I need y'all to get your thinking caps on. And
I got my thinking band-aids on.
This is going to be difficult. I'm going to tell you this right now, okay?
Okay.
So it has been a long time since we have had a Quick Pop Quiz Pass holder. I think it's been over. Yeah, it's been a year.
Because I got mad because somebody won, and so I was like,
So I took it upon myself, because it is the new season. I am the current champion. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one.
Wow, so, given that you're the champion.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna have to bear with me, because this is not going to be easy. Welcome. We have had a lot of excitement last episode with our WrestleMania review, and I want to be able to keep the momentum. Imagine our podcast is Braun Breaker, and he is hitting the ropes to completely decimate a son of a mug. Let's ramp things up. My name is Raunchy, and this is Quick Pop Raunchies. So you think you're a smart mark. I am going to be giving you some wrestling facts, and there might be something completely wrong with my statements. There might not be. Chances are, since it's me, I might get something wrong. What you two are going to have to do is you're going to have to correct the statement that I make. if I make an incorrect statement.
Now, Tubbs, is this like you do one to Ace, you do one to me, like one at a time?
We're gonna get to it.
No, he's gonna say something and we have to buzz in.
When you're correcting me, you must give me the correct statement or tell me what was wrong about that statement, and then follow the statement up with "you mark." So think of Jeopardy
Alright.
rules, but you have to end it with "you mark."
Okay, Ron, before we get started,
I hate you,
I
Ron.
adore you.
No, I hate you, Ron, because I know what this is.
No. Ron, I adore you. However, this is going to be lunacy.
I hate you, Ron. But I know it
Yeah.
involves the exact same thing you told me earlier in this podcast.
Yeah, thank you, Dropout TV.
You're welcome.
So we will go back and forth. I do have some extra rules. We will go back and forth, starting with the last former champion, Ace, and then to Jake, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You two are going to have only 2 opportunities to steal.
Okay.
So you're going to have to choose your steals wisely. The person at the end of this game with the most points wins the coveted Quick Pop quiz pass and an automatic opportunity to challenge the current champion for a chance to win the Quick Pop Pick'em Championship title. Which, by the way, was that? Do I need to be looking in the mail for that, or?
With everything that would happen the last week, I don't think I've had an opportunity to go there. But
Okay.
it's in a box, ready to go. I just have to go out there this week.
All right, just let me know because I'm moving
Oh, yeah.
in less than a month.
Yeah. It'll be probably this week for that exact reason.
Okay. Remember, I'm going to give you a statement, and you're going to have to correct my statement, and you're going to have to end your correction with "you mark." Everyone clear on the rules?
Yep.
Sure thing, Sam.
So here is so you think you're a smart mark. Ace.
Thank you so much.
This is statement 1, and it's about Ring of Honor.
Oh well.
Current member of the LWO, Joaquin Wilde, created the very first Ring of Honor logo and tagline, "We don't imitate, we innovate," at the age of 13. Do you need me to repeat the statement?
No, I don't got anything.
You don't have anything?
I don't even know. No, I don't.
I'll do it for you one more time. The current member of the LWO, Joaquin Wilde, created the very first Ring of Honor logo and tagline, "We don't imitate, we innovate," at the age of 13. Nothing?
No.
Okay, Jake, would you like to steal this one?
Can I hear it one more time before I make that decision?
Current member of the LWO, Joaquin Wilde, created the very first Ring of Honor logo and tagline, "We don't imitate, we innovate," at the age of 13.
You know what? Since I have one coming anyway, I'm not going to steal.
You're not going to steal?
Can I say what I think it was? I'm not going to steal. I just want to say what I think.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
It's who said it?
Joaquin Wilde.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what's wrong.
No.
Okay, well then I would have been wrong. Okay, go ahead. Was it correct then?
Current member of the LWO, Joaquin Wilde, created the very first Ring of Honor logo and tagline, "We don't imitate, we innovate," at the age of 15. I'm telling you, this is going to be hard.
I hate you, Ron. Ron, what happens if no one wins tonight?
We both
Then I will create another game.
we both challenge Ron for the belt.
There might be a chance. All right, Jake, are you ready?
No, but go ahead.
This is about DDT.
Jeez.
El Generico made appearances in 2011 for the Japanese DDT Pro Wrestling promotion and defeated Yoshihiko to win the KOD Openweight Championship that September.
And something is wrong about that statement, correct? That's what I'm doing?
Something is wrong about the statement.
It was not in September. You mark.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You are wrong. Ace, would you like to steal?
Oh, so do we could just have to identify the wrong? We don't necessarily have to like say what it is.
Since this is hard, I will put it like this. If you tell me what's wrong and if you're correct, I will give you the point unless the opponent gives me the correction. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure this was not actually rules, but apparently it
kind
of is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me hear the statement one more time.
El Generico made appearances in 2011 for the Japanese DDT Pro Wrestling promotion and defeated Yoshihiko to win the KOD Openweight Championship that September.
I'm going to say it wasn't the KOD Openweight Championship.
Okay.
You mark. You're not giving
Wait, so you're going to attempt to steal.
Oh, you know what? I don't actually know that, so no, but that will be my guess. I'm not going to steal.
Okay, you're not. Guess. Are you ready? El Generico made appearances in 2011 for the Japanese DDT Pro Wrestling promotion and defeated Kota Ibushi to win the KOD Openweight Championship that September.
I didn't steal.
All right, so now we're going to use the new rules. If you could tell me where the correction is, I'll give you the point unless the other person can give me the actual answer.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's actually rule static.
Okay. Ace, this is about the WWE.
Got this. Probably not.
What people forget is that the infamous Gillberg is a former champion. On an episode of Raw, Gillberg defeated Christian to become the European champion.
Oh, no, it wasn't the European champion. It was the light heavyweight championship, you mark.
That's a point for Ace.
I already
wasn't the European.
Where this is going. Well, is my next question from a GWC in Uganda?
No, actually, this is about the WWE.
To be fair, I got a Ring of Honor right off the bat, too, so it's not completely favored in me.
Yeah, but you just got a very easy one. Go ahead, Ron.
In Beyond the Mat, the movie has a focus on Terry Funk contemplating retirement, culminating in Lubbock, Texas, for ECW's Terry Funk's WrestleFest 50 Years of Funk.
ECW did not put on that show, you mark.
That is wrong.
I didn't even know that.
Ace, would you like to steal?
Let me hear it again real quick.
In Beyond the Mat, the movie has a focus on Terry Funk contemplating retirement, culminating in Lubbock, Texas, for ECW's Terry Funk's WrestleFest 50 Years of Funk. And because he got it wrong, you have to give me the correction.
Yeah.
If you're gonna steal.
Yeah. Then I don't know the specific. My guess would be that it wasn't in Lubbock, Texas, but I'm not.
That's it.
The location was in Amarillo.
Yeah, I know.
I could have told you
the
specific.
second you reset it to Ace, I was like, "Dadgum, it's the Texas." Ron, I want you to know, I hate you so much right now.
Why?
You are putting us through hell.
He had a quick minute and detailed. You mark.
Yeah. Okay, so Ace. Oh, by the way, there's only 10. So this will be statement 5.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. We went through these fast.
Congratulations, Ace. You will win 1-0.
So some of these, I am giving you easy layups.
Okay. We'll see.
Like, legitimately, Jake, I thought you were going to get the Beyond the Mat one.
No. No. Go ahead.
Okay.
Need like buzzers.
Ace, This one's about AEW.
Oh well.
In August of 2021, Fuego del Sol made his AEW Rampage debut in a TNT champion match, eventually losing to Rusev. Sammy Guevara then offered Fuego a contract for a main roster spot.
What's wrong with that statement? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so Jake, do you want to steal this one?
Say it again.
In August of 2021, Fuego del Sol made his AEW Rampage debut in a TNT champion match, eventually losing to Rusev. Sammy Guevara then offered Fuego a contract for a main roster spot.
You still how many times? 2 times?
2 times. Do you want to steal?
Yes.
What is it?
Wait. Pause. Wait. If I steal, I have to tell you the exact thing, right?
You have to tell me the exact thing.
Oh, well then no, I don't want to steal. Never mind. Nope. Don't
Do you have a
wanna steal.
guess? Because I'm curious if, like,
Here is the layup. I am
I-
so surprised.
I
I think I know, and I should have like at least given the like what is wrong, not specific.
if I'm not mistaken, it is. It's Sammy doesn't offer him the contract, right?
That's what I was gonna guess. I should. I keep forgetting that like there's nothing against the person.
Guys, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot.
Which times am I right about that?
No.
Oh, it's who the TNT champ was.
Here's the correct statement, and I hope you get it. In August of 2021, Fuego del Sol made his AEW Rampage debut in a TNT champion match, eventually losing to Miro.
I hate
Sammy
you.
Guevara then offered Fuego a contract for a main roster spot.
I hate
Oh, you said Rusev?
Yeah,
I said Rusev.
I hate you so much.
Fuck. I'm
That's-
a visual learner. I write these down and show them to me so I can read.
Okay. All right. Jake,
Yep.
this is about AEW.
Okay.
COVID-19 was a wild time for wrestling, but AEW managed to create the Stadium Stampede match with the Inner Circle versus the Elite and Matt Hardy, wrestling at Daly's Place in 2020.
I loathe you right now. Say it one more time.
COVID-19 was a wild time for wrestling, but AEW managed to create the Stadium Stampede match with the Inner Circle versus the Elite and Matt Hardy, wrestling at Daly's Place in 2020.
Okay. They did wrestle at Daly's Place. Year. And you said Matt Hardy and the Elite versus the Inner Circle.
Correct. Dear Lord. And, wait. You said in 2020? Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Say it all again. I'm sorry.
Okay. This is the last time I'm going to do it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
COVID-19 was a wild time for wrestling, but AEW managed to create the Stadium Stampede match with the Inner Circle versus the Elite and Matt Hardy, wrestling at Daly's Place in 2020.
I mean,
Do you have an answer?
I wish I could fucking read what you're saying because, like, I know if I could read it, I would be done.
Ace is chomping at the bit.
I'm not going to get any of these. I don't know this. Literally, if I cannot see the words to read it, I'm done. Ace, steal it. I'm going to get absolutely none of these. This is the worst possible game for me. Go.
You're gonna be so mad because it just clicked with me.
That's fine.
He's right. Double or Nothing took place at Daly's Place, but the Stadium Stampede match took place at a football stadium, and I believe it was Bank Field.
I'll give it to you. Stadium Stampede was held at TIAA Bank Field.
No. I say no. Double or Nothing was held at Daly's Place. That match was there. The event was still at Daly's Place.
At no point do I mention Double or Nothing. I only mentioned Stadium Stampede.
He was specifically saying Stadium Stampede, and I was trying to think what was the Stadium Stampede match on. It was on Double or Nothing, and Double or Nothing was at Daly's Place, but the Stadium Stampede match was at the field.
Now, if it was 2021,
that's
it would be both at TIAA Bank Field and Daly's Place, because that was the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle, where they started at the stadium and then they did the second portion at Daly's Place.
The good thing, Ace, thank you for doing that. You just put it out of our misery. I can no longer win, so we can end this bullshit game.
No, actually, you can still catch up. You have 2 steals, and there are 4 more statements left.
Okay. Well, let's keep going, and let's see what bullshit you're going to pull.
As soon as he said it the last time, at Daly's Place, I was like, the Stadium Stampede match couldn't have been at Daly's Place. And then it clicked, and so I was like, what was the name of stadium? What was the name of stadium? What was the name of stadium?
Okay. Ace, this is statement 7. This is about women's wrestling.
No, your specialty.
On May 30th, 2020, Britt Baker defeated Hikaru Shida at Double or Nothing to claim the AEW Women's World Championship, thus ending Shida's record-setting reign at 372 days.
I don't know the specific, but I think the 372 days part is wrong, Mark.
That is incorrect.
That's
Jake?
I mean, there's no way I will know this. Just say it again.
Okay, here we go. On May 30th, 2020, Britt Baker defeated Hikaru Shida at Double or Nothing to claim the AEW Women's World Championship, thus ending Shida's record-setting reign at 372 days.
You said, wait, at Double or Nothing 2020?
Yes.
Britt Baker defeated Shida, you're saying?
Yes.
No. Britt Baker is wrong.
Britt Baker is wrong?
Well, Britt Baker wasn't in that match. At 2020 Double or Nothing?
Right.
2020 Double or Nothing, I'm pretty certain it's Nyla Rose and Shida.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
The correct statement. On May 30th, 2021, Britt Baker defeated Hikaru Shida at Double or Nothing to claim the AEW's Women's World Championship, thus ending Shida's record-setting reign at 372 days.
Wait. I asked you, did you say Double or Nothing 2020?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
That's what I said.
The incorrect part. That's what he's saying is the incorrect part was not that it was May 30th, 2020's Double or Nothing, because I don't even think it was on May 30th. But what he's saying is he said 2020. You asked him, did you say 2020? And he said, yes. I said 2020.
Yes, and then I said Britt Baker didn't even face her at Double or Nothing, which is correct.
Unless you consider that at the 2021 one, she did.
Right. where Britt Baker defeated Hikaru Shida.
I said in 2020, Britt Baker did not face Hikaru Shida, which she didn't.
Yes, I guess what I'm saying, and you'll have to decide if you want to give him this. You said correct. She wasn't. That it was Hikaru Shida defeating Nyla Rose, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that match that he was talking about. He was like, I don't know. I guess technically he got it right.
But
because he said
but
like the match
in that
was not
statement,
right.
there's multiple things wrong with it.
I was about to
Okay,
say-
the place that it took place is wrong, but also if you're talking about 2020 Double or Nothing,
Yeah, hold on. That's a good
that is
point.
not the match that took place at 2020 Double or Nothing.
That's a good point. That's two things that are wrong.
Yes.
Okay. So you're saying that Britt Baker did not defeat Hikaru Shida at Double or Nothing on May 30th, 2021?
See, that's
To
just
claim-
it. You listed two incorrect things. The question's only supposed to have one thing that's wrong, but you had the date wrong and the match wrong.
No, the match was right because the match happened on May 30th, 2021.
Yes,
Well,
but
that's the
what I'm
thing,
saying
hold
is you listed two
God
wrong
damn it.
things.
How did I list two wrong things when the correct statement is on May 30th, 2021? Britt
If you
Baker
had-
defeated Hikaru Shida at Double or Nothing
hold on,
to claim the AEW Women's World Championship, thus ending Shida's record-setting reign at 372 days.
The date is
Because
wrong.
wait. No, here's the thing: you're saying 2021. I said after you said it the first time, a Double or Nothing 2020, and you said yes, and I said Britt Baker wasn't facing Shida on that card. Nyla Rose was in 2020.
I thought you were clarifying that that's what I said.
Because,
No.
because
I
he
thought
was
you
saying-
said 2020, and that's the reason I was like, Britt Baker didn't challenge for the title in 2020.
because Hikaru Shida was on 2020 and 2021, but
Yes.
because you said 2020, he was like, "Oh no, that's wrong. Shida went against Rose on that one."
Yeah, but I'm not talking about.
Correct.
Okay,
But that's just it, though. If you had said on May 30th, 2021, Hikaru Shida defeated Nyla Rose, then you'd be wrong. That would be the wrong thing. No, it wasn't Hikaru Shida defeated Nyla Rose, but because you said in 2020 this, he was saying no, that didn't happen in 2020, and you're trying to say like right because I was talking about 2021, but that's just it. Like you had two wrong things.
how did I have to? Okay, the correct statement is on May 30th, 2021. Britt Baker defeated Hikaru Shida at Double or Nothing to claim the AEW Women's World Championship, thus ending Shida's record-setting reign at 372 days.
Right. But by your logic, you said name the wrong thing. The wrong thing based on May 20th.
Well, he also had to get it right because this was a steal.
No, this was mine. This wasn't a steal.
No,
this was just
mine.
me.
Because,
No,
this was mine. Because
This was Ace's.
Because
Oh.
I guessed that it wasn't the record. I don't know, Ron.
Do you want
to
to give it to him?
I see your logic.
Just guys, I could care less. Let's move on. I could care less.
I could see your logic, but there's supposed to be one thing, not a whole phrase.
No, that's it. There was only one thing wrong with the statement that I made.
The date
And it was the
wrong,
date.
and
The
the
date-
match was wrong.
You're telling me Britt Baker Britt
Based
Baker and
on the
Hikaru
date-
Shida did not have a match at 2021?
What I'm saying is you changed the date and the match.
I didn't change the match.
Yes, because you didn't say, because if you're saying on May 30th, 2020, comma, this happened, you're saying both the date was wrong and the match was wrong, because by your sentence, this was wrong and this was wrong.
But there's not two things wrong. Oh, you know what? We'll skip this. We'll award Jake the point.
It would be like me saying on March 28th, or on March 20th. I'm getting my own self tongue tied. If I said on April 28th, 2024, Ace cut his left thumb making food. If it was both the date was wrong and the thumb cut was wrong, those are two separate things that, while did happen separate year, because I did cut myself last year, but just not like on April 28th.
Well, the way that I'm putting it, and we're just going to give Jake the point here, but the way I'm putting it is that everything in the statement was necessary for the thing to be wrong.
I mean, I guess it makes it sound like the wrong is from the minute you said May all the way to the very end of the sentence. That whole chunk is wrong. So the only thing that wasn't right, or the only thing that was right in that first sentence was at Double or Nothing, and then everything from that point forward was wrong.
I don't see it, but
it's not like a small segment was changed. You said
literally. I took this from the Wikipedia.
I know, but what I'm saying is, your statement was at Double or Nothing on May 30th, 2020. So the date was wrong, and then the match that you described after was wrong. So my point was, the sentence, the only thing that was right is at Double or Nothing, and then everything from that point forward was wrong.
I don't see it that way, but I'm going to give Jake the point. Okay, Jake, you ready?
Sure.
If both Double or Nothings happened on May 30th, I would have agreed, but because the date and the match was wrong.
The match wasn't wrong. Britt Baker defeated Hikaru Shida at Double or Nothing on May 30th, 2021, and Shida's record.
But she didn't.
Okay, wait, you're telling me that Britt Baker did not defeat Hikaru Shida
on May 30th, 2020.
That's the thing that's wrong. It's 2021.
Yes, the date specifically, it's May 23rd, 2021, not May 30th, 2020. It's not like you changed a number.
I changed one number.
You changed two numbers.
I changed one number.
You changed it to 2021, and it happened on May 23rd. The original, like May 23rd, 2020, versus Double or Nothing, the sequel, was on May 30th, 2021.
Okay. So the date was wrong. Okay.
And the match. That's what he said.
Match was okay. All right, hold on.
Because
the match wasn't wrong.
Guys. You've already awarded me the point. I don't care if I have the point or not. Just ask the next
No, I will argue for your sake here.
Just ask the next question.
What are your team here, Jake?
I'll defer to Jake. Statement 8. At WrestleMania 34, the Fabulous Moolah Women's Battle Royal was on the card. However, WWE was forced to remove Moolah's name as Mountain Dew called the decision to honor Moolah unacceptable.
It's one of the two. God.
Need me to read it again?
Yeah, do one more.
Okay. At WrestleMania 34, the Fabulous Moolah Women's Battle Royal was on the card. However, WWE was forced to remove Moolah's name as Mountain Dew called the decision to honor Moolah unacceptable.
I'm going to say it wasn't Mountain Dew.
Can you give me who it was? Otherwise, Ace will have a chance to steal. I'm going to say you're right.
I don't know who it was. I just know it was not Mountain Dew.
Okay. Ace, do you want to steal?
So I can't. I'm out of steals.
Oh, okay. Well, Jake is right.
I do want to say I know what it is because WrestleMania 34 was 11 years ago, so mid 2000s or so, or 2010s. Sorry, and it probably would have been like Snickers because Snickers was sponsoring everything back then.
You don't have any steals, so This won't count, but you are right. It was Snickers that forced the WWE to remove Moolah.
Interesting. Okay.
So Jake is in the lead.
How did that happen? How did that? No, it's tied.
Wait.
It's tied.
Oh, wait. So wait, Ace has 2?
Ace has
Yeah.
2. Yes.
Okay,
Both
so
my
okay, tied.
deals-
Okay.
both
Oh
my
yeah.
deals have
Bingo.
been correct.
Yeah.
but-
He got.
Okay, so
one
it's
of his
2-2.
first 2 questions that he got a steal right. Yeah, it's 2-2.
There we go. I didn't add the other one. Okay. Ace, this is your last one.
Oh, good.
Dave Meltzer popularized the star rating system. However, the credit for the star rating system was devised by Jim Cornette and Bill Watts, with Meltzer often breaking the star system with Okada Omega 4 at Dominion 2018, reaching 7 stars. I kind of stuttered through that one, so I'm going to say it one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
Dave Meltzer popularized the star rating system. However, the credit for starting the star rating system was devised by Jim Cornette and Bill Watts, with Meltzer often breaking the star system with Okada Omega 4 at Dominion 2018, reaching 7 stars.
Shot in the dark because I don't like him. It was not Jim Cornette and Bill somebody.
Okay.
You mark.
Okay.
I don't know who. I just know probably not.
Jake, do you want to steal?
I would love to steal.
Okay.
Dave Meltzer broke his star system with the 6-star match. You mark?
I'm realizing this, and with my phrasing, I'm going to have to give both y'all the point
No.
because this one is flawed. So you're right. The Meltzer star was broken by, what was it? It was one of the Ric Flair matches. But it was Jim Cornette and Norm Weasel Dooley that devised the star rating system.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to give both y'all the point.
Okay. So
All right, well, then what's the last one?
It's
All right,
still a
Jake?
problem because Jake's either going to win or we tie.
Yep.
Jake, here's your last statement.
Okay.
The Winged Eagle Championship belt is one of the most recognized championship belts of all time. First crowned to Hulk Hogan in 1989 and stayed through the New Generation era like Shawn Michaels, Psycho Sid, Diesel, and eventually ending with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, I can't steal.
Say that again.
The Winged Eagle Championship belt is one of the most recognized championship belts of all time. First crowned to Hulk Hogan in 1989 and stayed through the New Generation era with champions like Shawn Michaels, Psycho Sid, and Diesel, eventually ending with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That is an incorrect statement, Ron, because the Winged Eagle belt first came on the scene in 1988.
We have our new quick pass champion.
I hate it. I can't steal. I can't. I want to be more specific, but I can't.
Well, I mean, there you couldn't be more specific because Jake got it right.
I have to be honest, Ron. I've never been more frustrated to win anything in my life.
Wait, so it was 1988?
It was
It was
1988.
Well, then what am I remembering? I thought it was like way earlier.
No. Because Hulk Hogan had the, I don't even remember what the belt was called, in like 85 when he started going on his run.
Wasn't it like Buddy Rogers or somebody?
What? The Wing Eagle belt?
I swear I thought like the Winged Eagle belt was like way older, all the way.
Nope,
to,
it was Hulk Hogan.
It was late 80s to late 90s.
Okay.
Because they made a new belt because they wanted to rebrand the title with Hogan and moving forward.
I was in a position where I couldn't win no matter what, so
Yeah.
So there we go. We have our quick pop, quick pass champion, which is Jake, in frustrating fashion for I believe everyone.
Yeah.
This frustrated me now. I thought I was being slick by giving you one of the hardest things we've ever done.
That last question?
No, this entire challenge.
No, this was very frustrating. Oh my lord. Okay, guys.
I genuinely cannot believe y'all didn't pick up on the Rusev one.
yeah, that one I'm kicking myself for.
Yeah, we all are.
Because that was my gimme to Ace, and then this last statement was my gimme to you.
I love that you knew I'd know it was 1988.
I thought Ace was gonna come in and be like, "Oh, it wasn't Rusev. Rusev was WWE."
Yeah, we're both kicking ourselves for that one.
It's because he just re-debuted as Rusev, and so I was like, yeah, no, that's what he's been. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's his name.
That's his name.
Yeah.
With his wife. Wait.
No, his wife now has a Legends contract with WWE now.
Which is bizarre, but okay.
I think she just does like WWE events and picks up on like merch and whatnot.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but okay, that's a reminder not to do that one ever again.
No, that one was fun, but I think the only difference needs to be general buzzing in instead of back and forth.
Yeah.
So that way there's no like you only get X number of steals. I mean, I couldn't have stealed it because he just got it.
Yeah.
But like the one before, I think was like I knew it, but I couldn't steal because I was out of steals.
Right. That's the strategery in it.
Well, but that's just it. Like I got all my points on steals, and so now it's like, oh yeah.
No, I think the first one you got right was your own. I think you got your second question just correct.
Yeah, because that was a light heavyweight championship. Yeah, you got that one.
Yeah, so I guess one of my steals just didn't plan out.
It happens.
Either way, go get that belt.
Well, I got the case now, so I can, which means Ace is going to have to. Well, one of you two has to make up the trivia questions whenever I challenge.
I've got to because it's got to be between you and Ron at the moment.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
at the moment.
like you could win at Backlash, and then it would be me cashing in on you. You know.
That's true.
Or Jake just wins and holds it hostage for about a good 4 months.
Right. Imagine him holding it and then like
he
loses it just to get it back.
I mean, that doesn't sound like something what exactly I'm planning to do at all.
That absolutely is.
You did that before, didn't you?
I did that.
I have done that before.
Well, I'm still like winless in quiz pass challenges, so
So get in while it gets good.
Yeah. So next week, guys, I think I got an idea for an episode.
oh god.
No.
Wait, when is the next what is the next pape?
Well, Backlash is. I think it's Backlash because Double or Nothing's at the end of May.
Okay.
I think
On what
Backlash is like the 16th.
On what day of May? It's very important now. What day in May? Very important now.
Screw you. It is very important. But yeah, the 10th of May, I think, is Backlash. So that will be the next pay-per-view.
Okay.
Well, I hope the audience found joy in our frustration.
I was about to get heated again. I need to be more low key.
It's only because we were doing actually rules that I was like, now hold on. This whole sentence can't be wrong.
I'll do something easier next time.
No, just if you had just did like on May 30th, 2021, and then you said the 2020 match, then like yeah, you'd be like, oh, that's not what happened, and then you'd be right.
Yeah, but I just changed the date. The match was still right. It was just the date that was wrong.
But you were about to not give it to him because he got the right match that you were referring to, and just didn't mention the date.
No, I wasn't about to get. Hold on, stop the end music. Stop the end music. Stop the end music. I wasn't gonna give it to him.
Ron, the episode is over. End it.
You know what? Logan Paul did not deserve it.